there's some language in here that really we have to be paying super close attention to. Like I said, if I don't understand the context of the word problem, I'm not going to understand the math of that word problem. Kayla is 30 miles from home on a bike ride and decides to turn around and start biking home. She can bike at a constant rate of 10 miles per hour. Write the equation, blah, blah, blah. We know how to do that. So if I look at my table, I see X is my time. Obviously, my time is increasing by 1 hour as I go across my table. But my Y is the number of miles from home. So how far away Kayla is from home. We'll read the first couple words in my problem. How far does Kayla start away from home? She's 30 miles from home. So after 0 hours of biking home, she is 30 miles from home. Okay? The biggest problem I saw with this yesterday was people having it flip-flop, having my 30 all the way over here. Okay? But it's miles from home. So if I'm biking home, is my miles from home going to get bigger or smaller as I go across?
Smaller.
It's going to get smaller. How much smaller every hour? 10. She's going 10 miles an hour back towards her house. So after 1 hour, she's not 30 miles from home, now she's 20. How far from home is she after another hour? 10. And what about that third hour? 0. What does it mean if she's 0 miles from home? She made it home. So real quickly, part C says, how long would it take for Kayla to get home? Well, based on my table, how long did it take her? 3 hours. Right? That's just this guy right here. So if I want to find my M, I've got to take this bottom number and put it over this top number. What's negative 10 over 1? Just negative 10. What are my units on this negative 10? Miles per hour. Now you may be thinking, well, how can I go negative miles per hour? I feel like the lowest miles per hour you can go is 0. In a practical sense, yes, I cannot go a negative 10 miles per hour. But in the context of this problem, what this means is that she's going 10 miles an hour in the opposite direction, backwards, exactly. Now, if I walk backwards, right? If you, during PE, run the mile backwards, you didn't run negative 1 mile. You still ran a mile, you just did it backwards. But in math, it's kind of hard for us to translate that without using a negative. What's my B value here? Where does she begin? How many miles from home does she begin again? 30. So I can write the equation y is equal to negative 10x plus 30. All right? It's kind of like that problem we had the other day with the fish tank where the temperature is decreasing. If it's decreasing, my slope's going to be negative. In the same way that if her distance from home is decreasing as she bikes back home, my slope's going to be negative there as well. Okay? So I saw a lot of people come up with 10x plus 30, which is really great, really close. But if we understand the context and really take the time and read it a couple times, understand what it's talking about, we'll see why it's negative. Okay? Any other questions besides number 6? Anybody get that on their own with the negative? Yeah? Michaela, Billy, Alasia? Good. Esme? Great. If you didn't, that's why we talk about it. That's why we review it together. Okay, that was probably the more difficult one on there. Was there anything else? No? I just want to check something on number 4 real quick. Okay, number 4, we're talking about gym membership, right? So you pay an annual fee of $44. I got to pay that once in my year. And then a monthly fee repeating over and over again, $10. So this is what my equation should look like. Give me a thumbs up if you got this equation there on number 4. Good. If I want to know the cost after 6 months, where am I going to plug the 6 into? What letter should I replace with 6? X. What's 10 times 6? 60. And what's 60 plus 44? 104. So for 6 months, my total is $104. Give me a thumbs up if that's what you got. Good. Now, what I saw some people doing yesterday, which I understand why you would do it, is this next part says, what about the entire year? Well, how many months are in a year? 12 months. So I understand why your brain would tell you, oh, if I'm at the gym twice as long, I should just take this number and multiply it by 2 to get $208. You guys following the logic with that? Why is that incorrect though? Think about it. Someone knows it. I know you're tired and you don't want to talk, but so I took the $104. Well, if 12 months is twice as long as 6 months, can't I just multiply it by 2 and get 208? Michaela? Exactly. My $44 only gets paid once a year, right? So if I multiply 104 by 2, I'm actually multiplying that one-time payment by 2 as well. And we don't want to do that, right? That's why we just want to use the same process we did above, plugging 12 in. What's 10 times 12? 120. What's 120 plus 44? 164. Give me a thumbs up if that's what you got. 164. Good. So as I was walking around, most people figured that out. I did see a couple 208s on there, so I just wanted to clarify why we don't want to just do that. Okay, because that initial fee, only pay it once. It'd be like in the warm-up, if I multiplied that whole 1,600 by 2, well, now it's like I bought $2,000 iPhones, right? I only had to buy that phone once. All right?